What is up, guys? Shady Mike Gaming back at it in the Anthem VIP demo. And let me just say this, if you are not playing this demo, what in the world are you doing? Okay, I'll cut you guys some slack. There's a chance you might not have been able to get a key to the VIP demo, or maybe you weren't invited, so I'll cut you guys some slack for the next few days. However, on February 1st, when this demo goes public, you guys need to be playing this game. This is the next big thing. I'm telling you guys right now. You heard it here first. I haven't heard it here first, but hopefully everybody's saying this is the next big thing. So this is my black and gold OVO style Javelin Interceptor class. Of course, got some upgrades on it. I'm going to be taking you guys a little bit through some of my build, and then we're going to switch over to some gameplay in a little bit. So taking a look, I'm going to go through my loadout here real quick, doing it live, so I'm just going to run right through it. At the top, you got your upgrades components. Now, I told you guys in the last video, I actually have some stronger ones. I got to see exactly what I can equip here. But so far right now, the build that I'm running, I'm rocking the Blade Inscription. Now, you're going to see with the ability here, it increases your melee damage by 10%. And now you see this is power 17 and it's uncommon. I do have a few, let's see if I can go up here. I do have a few power 19 melee ones, but they're not blade inscriptions. They're just melee inscriptions. So as you can see, it only does 5% of the base damage. So I'm actually sticking with the power 17 one over the power 19. That is until I can get a blue version of the blade inscription, because I gotta tell you, double blade inscription, hard mode, pull up, I got the blades. I don't care who's coming at me, I'm slicing you down. So in the Interceptor, you got two attack systems. You got the assault system, you got the strike system. I take a look at the assault system right here, and let me just tell you straight up. I mean, everyone's going to have an opinion, but this one right here, the Searching Glaive, I call it the Rasen Shuriken. I'm going to be showing you guys a little bit of that. This is the best ability. Now, there's a Cryo Glaive that freezes people. It's nice, it's cute, whatever. This Searching Glaive devastates dudes. There's also a spark dash where you dash at a dude like crazy. It's pretty lit. It looks cool, but I was having problems aiming it. I don't know if it's glitched, but I was not hitting guys. So for now, I'm not rocking with that. It's nice, but this Searching Glaive, it's a beast. I'll show you guys some gameplay of that in a second. Go over to the strike system. Now, I gotta be honest. My favorite one, real talk, is the Plasma Stars. These are straight up, I'm making a Naruto character right now. Let's call it what it is. This dude's throwing shurikens. That's lit. They're really strong. But what I've been rocking with is the Detonating Strike, and sometimes the Tempest Strike. What this does is it's like an area of effect, giant behind drop kick. Like, you jump up in the air and you kick the crap out of the ground, and after 4 seconds it causes a huge explosion that damages pretty much everybody in the area. So if your teammates have frozen an enemy or have one of these priming attacks and you do this Detonating Strike, on top of that, it makes a huge explosion. You get a whole bunch of points, whole bunch of damage. That's why I've been rocking with this. I actually like the Plasma Star better for individual strong enemies, because it just melts. You can see the description. It melts through armor. But in terms of playing with a team, this Detonating Strike, it is a beast. Let's see what else I got. Targeting system. Is that what it's called? Support system, my bad. So I've been using the target beacon, and what this does, it's a little thing that you throw at an enemy and it makes their defense 33% worse. It's actually pretty lit. It makes them take more damage. It's real simple. And so let's go over to the weapons that I've been rocking. Click the wrong one here. All right, there we go. Weapons. So I like to run it the same way every single time. I'm mostly doing melee, but there's sometimes where there's just too many people on the map, and I gotta mow some dudes down that are running at me. I love the LMGs. Now these LMGs on across YouTube have not been getting a lot of love. I rock the LMGs. They're pretty lit. And I also like the sniper rifle. Now, People have been saying all around the net the sniper rifles are underpowered. You guys know, first of all, any game I play, I'm sniping. But what's important is when you're sniping, you have to, one, get the person's shields down first because it's not doing much damage. And then two, you gotta hit critical hits, critical spots. Some of the bigger enemies have gas tanks on them. You hit these things twice with the sniper and they are dead. I like it, but it's got a little bit of a skill gap. So you got to be able to, aim your shots right. And so that's what I've been using. So I'm actually going to take a little break here. I'm going to skip into some gameplay, show you some of this stuff in action. Be back in a little bit. All right, y'all, back at it in the field with the OVO Interceptor Javelin. All right, now let's go through a little bit of the movement. Interceptor, man, you have to love this class. Gotta love the mobility of it. That's just the biggest. What's this right here? Gonna pick this up. That is just the biggest advantage of this class. Got another Interceptor right here. He's out here. The movement. You gotta love it. You can do a quick kind of dash that's not actually flying and, kind of get out of trouble. You can do you actually can jump more than the other classes. You get 3 jumps, so you can do like a triple jump. And the other classes can't do that. One thing that's cool if you want style points is if you do the jump while you're sprinting, you actually do like a backflip, front flip, excuse me. So it just looks really cool. You can kind of combo these moves together, and they work off of the direction that your camera is facing. So if you're in trouble, you're taking fire, you can jump, then look backwards, and it'll actually you're so fast and you're so maneuverable, and you comboed with the melee, you are just devastating. You can get around quick. You can cause a lot of damage. In close quarters, just by your movement speed. So I want to take you guys through some of the abilities that I was talking about. The first one is kind of on the left side. You have like kind of this disc that you throw, and I shouldn't have thrown at him, he's friendly, but this disc right there, as you can see, it does major damage. It's really good for taking down enemy shields. And then you have kind of like the one that I'm using is like a drop kick. You can kind of see that, and when that connects, it actually causes electric damage and can detonate dudes that have already been frozen or burned by your teammates. So it's a really good combo to have when you're playing with a team as opposed to playing solo. When I'm playing solo, I like to use the throwing stars, but when I'm playing with a team and there's different effects that you can cause, I like to use this little drop kick here. And then my third ability actually can cause your enemies to, it actually looks like the first throwing star, but it's a little bit different. It causes your enemies to take a lot more damage from attacks, not only from yourself, but from your other team too. So I'm just gonna run out here and see what's happening. One thing, when you're flying, you have to pay attention to your heat, because your heat will actually cause you your suit to overheat, and you won't be able to fly, and you're very non-mobile. And one thing about this class is you don't have a whole lot of armor, so you have to make sure you keep that mobility. You do not want to be overheated as an interceptor because you're going to take severe damage, and that's something you want to avoid. So one thing that I've learned is when you're near waterfalls, you actually, oh, I'm going to fall. When you are near a waterfall, your suit does not overheat. So you can kind of hover here, you can stay here. And one thing that I've learned that's actually very effective is you can stay in an area like this and say there's enemies kind of down this way. I got the sniper rifle. You can pick them off and you can stay in this hovered position without actually overheating. It actually comes in handy a lot. And there's my little jump kick there. Let's see what this guy, the agile monster, is doing. See if we can find some enemies. This is just a free play, free roaming around. There's different dungeons that you can do and things like that. So you can, find resources and things like that. Don't get me wrong, we're still on hard mode. It can be very, very difficult, some of these enemies in hard mode. Go underwater here. I don't know if this guy actually knows where he's going. In the free roam mode, there are things called public events, which it looks like one is actually starting now. And different NPCs and things like that will call for your help. And you can do different events and things like that. I actually have no idea where these guys are at. I don't think I can actually fly up here. So let's see if we can find this event. Oh, it actually disappeared off the map. One thing I have noticed about this demo is it is a little glitchy sometimes, where there will be things that'll pop up and then you go fly to them and they're not there. So that's kind of crazy. And you'll kind of see some of the electric detonate there after that jump kick. And we got some enemies here now. And you can see, like, when I do that drop kick, it detonates the other guys. Now, mind you, this is hard mode. I am running the double melee inscription, so my melee attacks do a lot more damage. However, since they're not the max level skills that I have, I don't have a lot of armor, so I cannot survive many hits or anything like that. Well, guys, that's all I have for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. This was a look at my personal Interceptor build, and I will see you guys again with more Anthem in the second public beta on February 1st. Take it easy.